up YouTube, Agent Zero here, and today I'm going to be doing a quick comparison between Better Devils and Living Memory, two legendary hand cannons in Destiny 2. While looking at the stats, it's useful to note that I have each of these guns set up for their max stability and max handling, as that's just my preference. With this setup, the Better Devils has slightly better range and reload speed, while Living Memory has better handling and one more round in the clip. So now that we've gone over the stats, let's get into some gameplay, get into the perks, and what I think about these two guns. Living Memory's perk is when you get melee kills, part of the magazine is reloaded. The Better Devil's perk is projectiles create an area of effect detonation on impact. So which gun has the edge? Let's get into my subjective part of the review, where I tell you what I think about these two guns compared to each other. First, the perk. Living Memory's perk can definitely be useful when facing hordes of enemies, especially for players who like to get into the trenches. Better Devil's perk is also decent for hordes of enemies because of that area of effect damage. However, it's also good for higher shielded enemies when you're just in those one-on-one situations, because that area of effect can actually get more damage. As you can see on the Better Devil's side of the clip, when I'm shooting those higher enemies, it is actually creating a bunch of damage in that vicinity of my shot. So now, which one of those guns has the better perk? In my opinion, it's the Better Devils. I definitely prefer the Better Devils perk slightly better to the Living Memory. It's also because I'm a little bit more of a ranged player. I don't like getting up close and personal as much. But the Living Memory's perk is definitely very good. As you can see there, when I'm getting those melee kills, it is reloading a portion of my magazine, which can be good so you don't have to reload when in the heat of combat. So, which of these guns is better in PvE? So, I was alluding to it a little bit when talking about the perk, but ultimately it could come down to your playstyle, but I am giving my edge in PvE to the Better Devils. I just like that area of effect, and again, Better Devils is a little bit more versatile, considering the perk is useful against bosses where Living Memory, your perk isn't. I also prefer the faster reload speed on the Better Devils when I have these two guns set up the way they are. So finally, PvP. Which of these two guns has the edge in PvP? Again, I'm giving my edge to Better Devils. I just prefer Better Devils a little bit better in PvP. I like the way the gun is, and it just feels better in my hand when I'm shooting it. So ultimately, with all of those being said, I'm giving my overall edge to the Better Devils. While the Living Memory has some nice stats, it's just outclassed by the Better Devils in my opinion. I definitely prefer using the Better Devils. It feels nicer, and I enjoyed using the Better Devils better than the Living Memory. To me, the Living Memory's perk, I kind of had to force it the way my playstyle was. I had to get up close and personal to get the reload on my gun, whereas the Better Devils, I am getting that area of effect damage every time I'm pulling that trigger, which is very nice. I don't really have to do anything to activate the perk. I also like the reload speed. The Living Memory is slow as molasses when it comes to the reload speed, which definitely is awful in my opinion. I hated the reload speed. Felt like I had to run away from battle to reload my gun, which is why it has the perk that it does. So, what do you think about these two guns? Which guns do you want me to compare next? Let me know in the comments section. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Destiny 2 content. Well, until next time, peace!
Two walkers. How do you like that, Fallen? Oh wait, can't tell.